You are searching for a rich guy now. My husband must be rich. I must marry a rich man. It might be that it is when you are married to this man that you guys will become rich. As your age is advancing, always change your spec. Don't know, it will look like a child's clothes on him. What if the kind of guy you want does not want you? You will not be married. Every man can be loved. You can love any man. Okay? If you really set your heart to love. Wizkid, Davido, they want to marry those people. Why? It's not because those guys are too cute. This video is for that woman, a woman of 30s, a woman of 40s, and you are not married. Okay, you are not married. You don't even have a child. But you get this spec of a guy, of a man you want to be married to. But because you've not found that kind of a man now, you are not yet married. You are still very selective of the kind of man you want to be married to. Not because the man does not have character, not because the man does not have, that God-fearing attitude, is not a good or responsible man. But it's just that it does not meet the kind of man you want. It's not your spec. So, as at your 20s, especially your early 20s, you will always feel like, oh, I want to marry this kind of a person. I want my husband to be tall, dark in complexion, handsome, good dressing. You understand? Some will say, oh, I want my guy to be fair. I want my husband to be fair, tall or not too tall, very handsome, clean, dresses well. You understand? Okay, maybe that time you are very young. All right, so you don't really know what life is about. You don't really understand life now, so you just need that fine guy. Anytime fine guy pass you, you're blushing like, oh, that is my spec. Maybe that spec does not come for you. Sometimes you might be wanting something like, I want somebody, the person I want to marry, I want the person to be like this, or I want the person to be like that. Maybe at the long run, such guy might not even approach you. You might not even be their spec. Okay, now let's assume that at that age you want your husband to be like that. Now you are in your late 20s. The guy is not forthcoming, but you still have that is what I want. Now you're in your 30s, you're in your late 30s. You still have that mentality of, this is how I want my guy to be or my husband to be. Until change your spec. Change your spec now. Because you can't keep carrying that spec of a husband, of a guy you want to be married to when you were in your 20s. Now, you still feel like that is the kind of guy you want to be married to now that you are in your late 30s. And you still carry that kind of mentality over to your 40s, your early 40s, and you are still searching for that kind of spec which you created when you were in your 20s. And you don't have a child, you are not married yet, you are still searching for a tall, fine, dark, handsome, well-dressed guy at this age, and you are still carrying the one of your 20s. You still want that cute guy. And see, I just come this morning, come beg you, say, I beg, I love you, and I like you. I want you to be married. I want you to know what motherhood is all about. I want you to experience it. I want you to feel it. That is why I'm here today, to beg you. If you are in this category, it's not like any husband that comes, I will marry. But you have a particular spec you are looking for. And so we say, oh, the guy must be rich. He must be a rich guy. He must be very rich. Your destiny might not even be attracting a rich guy. It will be is when you are married that your husband will become rich. Yes, it's possible. You are searching for a rich guy now. My husband must be rich. I must marry a rich man. It might be that it is when you are married to this man that you guys will become rich. The man will become rich. It's possible like that. Okay, now what I'm trying to say is, as your age is advancing, always change your spec. Don't carry your spec of when you were in your 20s, you are bringing it to when you are in your late 30s, and you are bringing it to when You are now in your early 40s. Change your spec. Now, let your spec be from the age of 45. You understand? So, a man of 45, you will not, the kind of dressing that a guy of 20s or even 30s will dress, you will not expect a man of 40-something to be dressing like that. There are some kind of dresses a man of 40s will dress, all right? It can't. A man of 20s will dress that way, but a man of 40s cannot. No, it will look like a child's clothes on him. So what I'm trying to say is that when you're in your 20s, you have a spec. When you're in your 30s, change your spec. If you do not find that spec in your 20s, change it in your 30s. Relate it to the age you are now, the kind of man you want now. But don't be creating, don't just carry that mentality of, this is the kind of guy I want. What if the kind of guy you want does not want you? You will not be married. Sometimes that is how a lot of people are where they are today. They want to be married to a particular guy. When the nice person will come, they will say, who is this one? I can't marry such a man. I don't want to be with this man. You just have to, you just have to educate your brain. Educate your brain. Every man can be loved. You can love any man. Okay, if you really set your heart to love. You loving a fine, dark, cute guy, rich and all that is not love. You don't even love the person. It's infatuation. It's just what you are creating in your head. It's who the person built himself to be. That is why you like the person. You will see now, a lot of people are like, oh, Wizkid, Davido, they want to marry those people. Why? It's not because those guys are too cute. It's not because those guys are extraordinary. But it's because of who they are. It's because of what they hold. It's because of their popularity, because of they are out there, a lot of people are seeing them for what they are doing. They're performing on stage. You are just imagining, oh, this guy could just be my boyfriend. I want this boy to. You are crushing on them. Oh, you are crushing on them because they have the money. So people will see them as their spec. Because why? They have what they want. Then this other person, you are feeling like, no, I cannot be with this person. Let this person also be a musician or a popular person and you still have the money. It will still be your spec. You will still like the person. So why don't you just create your mind, build your mind, all right, to still also love this person. Change your spec. If it's not forthcoming, that what you want is not coming, change your spec as early as 30s. Stop looking for a cute, fine guy, a rich guy, a this and that. If you really want to be married, change your spec. And stop looking for a cute, fine guy, that dresses well. If every woman is looking for a cute, fine guy, a lot of men will not be married. And a lot of women will not be married. Because there are really some ugly guys. And they are married. In fact, these are the people that are married first. They are ugly women. These are the people that are married first. But you, because you are beautiful, you are there. I want cute guy, flashing, dresses well. Auntie, by the time you will realize yourself, you will be in your 50s. And by then, anywhere belle face, you will go carry. Bye.